What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Cold Bear Sports. Right, Galway race is tough. The lucky 31 wasn't so lucky anyway. I think we'd one finish second and the rest. Mio Mento, mind you, was looking like it was going to stay on but couldn't get a run at all. The rest pretty disappointing, and one of them was just touched off. Or not touched off, wasn't good enough to win, but just finished second, not beating that far, but you just couldn't go by the horse in front. One more to come. Darkened was a bit disappointing. Right, I have three selections tomorrow, one on the golf, one in the Galway Plate, and one 16-1 outsider that I'm going to chance just this once. Right, before I move on to that, let's touch on the Patreon today. Great news in the gold tier, not so good in the silver tier. We had a massive 5 points win advised last night at 9-2. Horse bolted up. Yes, there is a rule 4, but we'll take it. Massive winner, really bolted in. A couple of other selections I had a 3 points each way. It was a little disappointing. Adapt to Dan and Galway, led them into the straight, found nothing, and then I had one just touched off on the line, beating about a neck, in Goodwood as well. So look, tomorrow my selections are gone out. Some really strong fancies tomorrow on the Patreon service. So let's hope we can put 2 or 3 of them together and kick them in the nuts, because it has been a poor week this week, I have to admit. We had 1 or 2 decent winner. We had a 100-30 winner the other night in Goodwood, and we had a 5 points winner there today. And what else had we during the week? Quite enough week, but look, I hope to murder them tomorrow. I put up 3 horses in Goodwood tomorrow, and I really like the 3 of them, and I have 1 horse in Galway at 10-1 as well gone up. But I really hope, with the rub of the green on my side tomorrow, I could kick them in the nuts 3 times in Goodwood tomorrow. Right, the time for Cotton is over. Let's hope for a big day tomorrow with the Patreon. Right, moving on to tomorrow, I'm going to mention the Galway Plate. Let's just touch on it. What a race it is. So many interesting horses. Let's touch on the Shunter. So he's favourite. Look, horse had a busy campaign in the spring. He was at all the big festivals, was dynamite in Cheltenham. I never seen this. He was such a snug winner. He's obviously a really good, interesting player tomorrow. Freshened up as well after a busy campaign. I think he had 5 or 6 runs in the spring. So really interesting for sure. What else had we got? We had Battle Over Diane. Here's another interesting horse. This is a big horse. He's a fine big horse. And he's always good in the autumn. He's never any good in the spring. So it's not a bad idea maybe to chance him in the middle of the year. So he's meeting halfway between the two. Halfway between the spring and the autumn. He's meeting in the middle. So let's see if this summer, how good is this horse in the summer? Because if the Battle Over Diane turns up, that always turns up in October, November, he's definitely a real player. The weight won't matter to this horse. He's a massive horse. And he'd carry a fucking army tank around there if he was on song. He's just a big horse. And he's definitely interesting because of the fact he's deadly in the autumn. So really interesting. What else was in it? A horse I like here, Luke Dempsey takes the ride. Drasso. I'm going to put Drasso up. So he's 16-1. I'm going to give him a pint each way. Look, he's been brilliant his last 3 runs now. However, he might lack the hustle and bustle of the race like a Galway Plate. He tends to run in the kind of smaller fields. So I'm not so sure. He's an okay jumper. He's not a brilliant jumper. He jumped well he jumped okay when he won over fences the last time in Listowel. But he was a good winner. And then he ran up against a real good horse of Sole Pretender that runs in the Galway Hurdle. So his form is really good. Can he win it? I don't know, but at 16-1, will I give him a chance? Yeah, absolutely. So a pint each way for him will go. I wonder is there anything else lurking? I see Jack Foley picks up a ride on Brahma Bull, who we tipped up in Punchestown, but it's hard to know if that'll suit him. He's a big old galloping horse. I don't know if he'll have enough tactical gears. What about Sam Crow? Sam Crow top weight. Jordan Gameford having an amazing time. Definitely another interesting runner. And what else was in it that stood out a little bit? Oh, the horse that was second last year, Paul Townsend's as well. Revden Revelations or something like that. Don't remember, but I'm going to go with Drasso. Yes, it's risky, but a pint each way. The Shunters handicapped. Of course, JP McManus likes to win it. He has another one that Joseph O'Brien trains there as well. But I think Drasso could be a dark horse in the race, and a forgotten horse, on a horse who's in the form of his life on his last 3 runs. He'll have to jump a bit more quicker though in Accra. I know they think he's a good, they never say, or they say he jumps well, but he doesn't jump as well as he should. He jumps okay. Definitely interesting. We'll give him a chance. Look, hopefully he gets around his feet. He'll be bang there. Moving on then, I'm going to give this horse, this is the Last Chance Saloon. It's not the last chance, it's the first chance and the last chance. Right, I think it's Andrea Cross, the 310 at Perth, 16 to 1. It's the outsider. Don't know why I fancy him. He's no form this year. Really, really poor. But I thought he showed a glimmer of promise the last day. He's got 10 stone 3. So let's see. Can he find something? It's not a great race. There is horses there that have in and out bits of form. I think the favourite ran tonight, he was beaten. So tomorrow, I just think at 16 to 1, we'll give him a pint each way. Or there might be only 2 places. So maybe just go a pint win on him. I don't know, go a pint each way because he probably finished second or last, one of the two. But yeah, so Andrea Cross, right, Drasso and Andrea Cross. Right, let's just touch on the Olympics. The golf kicks off tomorrow. I'm going to go a pint each way with Corey Connors. I thought he was a nice price. I think they're paying 6 places, so 25 to 1, a pint each way. Corey Connors, for a player that's been solid enough these last couple of tournaments, albeit lacking a good finish on a Sunday. But let's hope he can get it sorted. Right, best of luck to Ross Sugru riding in Galway tomorrow. I see he's having two rides, I think, tomorrow, and it could be the second last and the third last race, or the second last and the last. So best of luck to Ross Sugru, a young amateur jockey having his first ride in Galway. Right, well done to Wesley Joyce there as well. He ran well on his ride in the last race I just watched from Mulvaney camp. So well done, Wesley, riding well. All right, lads, the time for Codden is over. Hope we get a winner tomorrow. We could do it one.